Now, these may be the first homicides of the year, but it's not the first violent crime in this neighborhood. Our Madison Elliott is live at the scene. Madison, what did neighbors tell you?
Jack, yeah, that's right. You know what? Neighbors, they are just fed up. We are actually not even that far away from where Steve is currently at that active homicide investigation. Now, here in this alleyway is where the shooting happened last night on the 700 block of Blaine Avenue, right behind it. But I also want people to focus their attention over here. This is Lemon Avenue, the street parallel to this alleyway here. This is where a stabbing happened back in October that left 2 people with serious life-threatening injuries. So a lot of violent crime happening in this neighborhood. So I went door-to-door knocking, asking neighbors, do you feel safe? Some said yes, some said no, but they all agreed on one thing. There's too much crime happening here.
Theft, vandalism.
Police respond to a lot of calls in this neighborhood. Neighbors tell me they've had their cars stolen, houses broken into, and one person even said a dog was poisoned by someone walking by. So the people who live here joined together and established a community garden on Lemon Avenue to help fight crime. And for a while, it made a difference.
During the summer, it wasn't like too bad. You're like, okay, this is a pretty chill neighborhood. And then once Halloween rolled around, there was that stabbing that was on Lemon.
And since then, neighbors say crime has spiked.
But there's been all wide variety from stabbings to domestic arguments to shootings.
Crimes returned to the point where it just doesn't bother them anymore.
With everything that's happened, it just kind of is like, oh, a shooting happened? You know, we're just kind of like, we didn't even hear anything. Sometimes we're even oblivious to sirens too. We're just kind of like, yeah, north.
You're so used to it now, you think?
Yeah, basically.
So we asked, what do you think should be done? It was a little divided.
I'm not quite sure what is to be done, I guess, because the police force, I think, are doing their job quite well, you know.
I think there's kind of a general consensus that there should be a little more police presence, but then a lot of things get hidden.
Ritter says regardless, she will continue to live here.
I feel, safe. I'm an independent person. I feel safe enough here.
But Hinkle?
And it's really hard to have the conversation of like, we probably shouldn't raise our kids here because we don't want them to be surrounded by this and think that this is normal.
Now, as Steve said earlier, police are not sure if these 2 homicides are related, but Jack, we will have the latest information for you guys, hopefully tonight at 10.
All right, thank you, Madison.